Good morning. I'm going to ask myself some questions so that you can get to know me, sort of thing. I was inspired by the Screaming Reviewer because her one made me laugh. So I'm going to do 50 questions that you use to get to know someone, apparently. Okay. 1. What was your favourite food when you were a child? My dad makes really good pancakes with lemon and sugar, so I suppose that. Number 2. What's the number one most played song on your iPod? Probably Upgrade Me by Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it's not because I particularly like R&B, I like most types of music, but that's what I listen to when I brush my teeth every day, so that's probably why it's most played. What is one of your favourite quotes? Actions speak louder than words. I've seen that one quite a lot. A lot of quotes from Le Petit Prince, the French book. Really nice ones about the meaning of life and stuff in French, and how people that grow up are, children have this mystery and interest in life that grown-ups don't have. What's your favourite indoor-outdoor activity? Favourite indoor activity is probably reading or Twister. Favourite outdoor activity is scootering. I scooted to school. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? I'm quite the domestic goddess actually, I quite like most chores. What's your favourite form of exercise? I run most of the time, but I think my favourite form of exercise would probably be dance, hip hop, because I like to feel gangster. Musical theatre is pretty good as well. What is your favourite time of day of the week, month of the year? Favourite time of day is about 11 o'clock, because that's when you should have all the boring stuff done by, and then you can have the rest of the day to do fun stuff. Day of the week would be Tuesdays, and month of the year, day of the week is Tuesday, because I once said Happy Tuesday to a guy and he wrote me a poem called Ode to Tuesdays, which is quite nice. Month of the year is probably April, it's my birthday month, and the weather's vaguely nice whether you're in England or New Zealand. What's your least favourite mode of transportation? Hummers. I mean, that's just unnecessary. What's your favourite body part of me? I like my wrists and my hands. Apparently I have pianist hands, yeah. What sound do you love? I like my cats when they make noises, that's quite cute. Right, if you could throw any kind of party, what would it be like and who would it be for? I would throw a huge midwinter festival party, because Christmas is in summer here, so like a big Christmas winter sort of party, and it would be for Stephen Fry. If you could paint a picture of any scenery you've seen before, what would you paint? Table Mount in South Africa. If you could choose to stay a certain age forever, what age would it be? Probably 17. If you knew the world was ending in 2012, what would you do differently? Nothing, really. I like my life. If you could choose anyone, who would you pick as your mentor? Ooh, Stephen Fry again. Or Eddie Izzard. If you could witness any event, past, present or future, what would it be? Probably something that can never be repeated, so something like Michael Jackson performing, or Jackson 5 performing or something. ABC? Yeah. If you could paint, which one am I on? If you could learn to do anything, what would it be? I think I'd learn to ride a unicycle. I will do that eventually. If you had to work on only one project for a year, what would it be? YouTube. If you were immortal for a day, what would you do? Jump off lots of buildings and parkour around the city, street jumping. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? I've always liked Rachel, but I'd probably just change it to Rose instead of Rosemary, because Rosemary's a bit old. If you could meet anyone living or dead, who would you meet? Eddie Izzard. If you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would do? Put it in a long-term savings account? If you were reincarnated as an animal, what would it be? A fox. Not because I'm foxy, I just like foxes. They don't even have foxes in New Zealand, how bad is that? If you could know the answer to any question, what would it, besides the meaning of life, what would it be? That's a tricky one. How do you become a great writer, I suppose? I mean, I suppose that's just experience. Something to do with advancing in the theatre world that could lead me to something, how to be the most successful stage actress in London would be quite a nice one. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be? Hermione Granger, who am I kidding? Which celebrity do you get mistaken for? I don't get mistaken for celebrities. I'm not famous and I'm not that pretty. What do you want to be when you grow up? An actress primarily. I also like the idea of law and English degree. I'm really not sure yet. When you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass the time? Probably an embarrassing amount of it is spent on Facebook. I also read a lot, and obviously blogging's a nice one for me. What would you name the autobiography of your life? WhoCann? ? So many childhood jibes. What songs are included on the soundtrack of your life? Okay, the song I want played at my funeral, which is kind of the same question, is I Just Don't Think I'll Get Over You, and I can't remember who it's by, but it's on the Garden State soundtrack, which you should all listen to because it's fantastic. Okay, have you ever had something that happened to you that you thought was bad but it turned out to be for the best? Breaking up with my last boyfriend, what a douche. Okay, what was one of the best parties you've ever been to? I was really jealous because a lot of my mates got invited to this Harry Potter fancy dress party, but I'm a year younger than them, so I wasn't invited. Best party I've ever been to? Oh god. Nick and Megan's twin 18th. We had to come as a twin. It was good. What was the last movie or TV show or book that made you cry or tear up? Oh god. Teared up a bit at My Sister's Keeper, not gonna lie, that's about it. What's the hardest thing you've ever done? Performing on stage when I was in year 4 as Pinocchio and having to sing With a Little Tickle Here as a solo. What did you do growing up that got you into trouble? I'm actually in trouble at the moment. I'm grounded for 2 weeks because I lied to my parents about where I was going on New Year's Eve. Okay, when was the last time you had an amazing meal? About 10 minutes ago. I just had toast with Marmite and an apple. It was really nice. What's the best worst gift you've ever given received? Worst gift I've ever given was a recycled book to my sister that she'd actually already read that I didn't know, but it was mine and I gave it to her as a present. But best gift I've ever given was this beautiful Koru charm necklace, which means friendship in sort of Māori culture, to my best friend, and she lost it tramping. What do you miss most about being a kid? I consider I am still a kid, but I quite miss being able to just be like, Mom, come play with me, and she just would, like, you know, like just... Oh, and I used to shuffle around my living room on a stool pretending I was a pirate, and that was my boat, and I had to go and buy things everywhere. Yeah, okay. What's the first memory of being really excited? Oh, when my mum said I could have a piñata for my birthday party when I was little, and my sister made it, and it was shaped like a butterfly, and it was all really cool. What was the first thing you bought with your own money? First thing I can remember buying is a Celtic love knot necklace when we were in Scotland. That cost £40 and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Yeah, that's like it's like $80 New Zealand. When was the last time you were nervous? A little while ago when we had exams. I do IB, which is International Baccalaureate. Nerds for the win, which is a 2-year course that leaves you at level 1 university level. But I just had my mocks this year. Okay, what is something you learned in the last week? If you piss off your parents, then you'll be grounded for 2 weeks. What story does your family always tell about you? I don't really have any family stories. I suppose, my mum always mentions that when we went on holiday places, or like to hotels, I always hid stuff in drawers, because I was really organised. At what age did you become an adult? I'm still not an adult. I don't think I will be for another 10 years. Is a picture worth 1,000 words? Yes, in displaying emotion, but probably not 1,000 words, probably like 20 words most. Where's Waldo? In my pants. The best part of waking up is seeing the sun through your window. I always leave my window undone, which really pisses off people when they come to stay at my house, because it's sunny in the morning, but I like waking up to the sun. How now, brown cow? Eloquent speaking is very important to me. What's up? These questions are just getting silly now. Okay, what's up? My ceiling is up. I've rearranged my room, which is quite exciting, so that my desk is at the front of my room, which makes me feel like a writer, because I walk into the room and it's like, focal point is a desk, and then it's nice. I quite like that. Anyway, so this has taken a ridiculously long amount of time. I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. God, I'm almost at 10 minutes. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching. I hope you feel like you know me. We could be friends. I'm wearing eye makeup.